What is going on, my Power Director peeps? It's me, your boy, the Professor. That's right, the Power Director, Professor Malik, in the flesh, as usual. Coming here to just hang out with my peeps, do another one of these live stream things that we love to do so well. Just here for the community. All of my Power Director users out there who watch the videos, follow us on Facebook, follow us on YouTube, and just have fun talking to each other, making the software, and doing what we do on a regular basis. Now, I'm going to go ahead and break down how I get down on these live streams. It's pretty simple. I hang out with you guys for 1 hour from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time in the United States of America. Okay? And what I do is I answer your questions, talk to you. Of course, you guys all as part of the community, talk to each other, have a good time, chop it up, all those good things. And then at the end of an hour, I go hang out with the wifey like I'm supposed to do. Okay, people? Let's keep it simple here. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and start off by just, hollering at the people that we got in the live stream right now. So far, all I see right now is me and my man Peter. So if anybody else is in this live stream, just hanging out, doing what you do, having a good time with us, hit me up in the comments, ask me your questions, and let's get things cracking in here. All right? So right now we got my man Peter. What's up, Peter? He says, good evening, Malik and all. Here we are again for another week's entertainment and learnings. Now, did anyone mention their delight at the downfall of Trump? I bet they aren't the only one. Yeah. Man. I don't know, man. I don't want to get into the politics here. I don't want to jump into all that, Peter. I'm going to leave that for, the other channels that talk about the politics and all that other jive and jazz. As you guys may or may not know, I do have another channel that my friend Peter follows. And on that channel, yes, we will be talking, Peter, about the indictment. We will be having a few conversations about what happened. I've already started, as you probably well know. Let's see. We got my man, Keith TVHD. He says, hey. What's up? What's going on, Keith? Thank you for joining me for another live stream, my friend. It is wonderful having you here in the building with me, just hanging out, doing what we do on the Power Director tip, baby. And we got my man, Rob. What's going on, Rob? Rob has joined us tonight. He says, how you doing? Well, Rob, let me break it down to you, brother. I'm doing pretty dang okay. Okay, I'm doing all right. So as some of you may know, I talked a few weeks back about what was going on in my regular 9-to-5, my regular job that brings home the bacon and everything, and how, they were doing around the layoffs at the job, and I was impacted by that. And luckily, I was able to find another job at the same organization, so I was able to stay on, doing the role. Matter of fact, I'm doing the same role I was doing before, actually for the same boss. Everything's the same. Only thing that was different was that I had to apply for my old job, and I had to go through 3 separate interview rounds in order to get my old job back. Okay, let's put it that way. All right, there's a few things that are different, and we're doing a few different approaches as far as strategically at the job. But for the main, purposes of things, I do the same thing, and I have the same boss as I had before. So I am doing good, Rob. Thank you for asking. Job is coming back in the full circle, just getting my feet wet and getting everything where it needs to be. Power Director, it is what it is. The channel, I still got people watching the videos, learning and things like that, so that's all good. But like some of you know, I don't make new tutorials for the channel anymore. All I'm doing with the channel right now is really just making these live streams and hanging out with you guys, because I have a great time doing that. It's a lot of fun, and why not have fun in my life? Okay. All right. So thank you for asking, Rob. And my man Rob just had to let us know he's from Vancouver. Okay. Oh, Canada, baby. It's a beautiful place up there. Hope y'all doing all right up there, Rob. I know there was a lot of fires and things like that in the past. And I just hope everything is going beautifully for you with this heat that we're having this summer. You know, we're all in danger of burning up and, you know, disintegrating. So hope you're doing all right, my man. All right, my man, William. What's going on, William? William says, good evening, Malik. Nice seeing you again. Nice seeing you too, William. You know, this is my man, 50 grand. Whenever I used to upload new content, my man William was always down watching it. So now he's always trying to get down with the live streams. Now, I see you a regular family member now, William. Thank you. Kudos to you, my friend, for getting up on the live stream with us. Peter said, that's a nightmare situation. I once had an interview for a large DIY retailer chain here in the UK as their IT manager. 2 years later, they invited me back for a second interview. Wow. 2 years later? Crazy. Hey, man, you know, I work in IT myself. I'm a portfolio manager. So really it's about managing the investments and, you know, making sure that the resources are available and there for the teams to do the work and things like that. You know, making sure that they all of the projects or the agile work is within the constraints and the controls that they're supposed to have. So that's what I do. I'm not like an IT techie person writing code and all of that good stuff. I don't have that skill set. But yeah, IT is crazy out there, man. There's like so much going on with it. It's a big area where we can all work in, as you can tell, like with things like this software, you know, and the hardware that we use for it and all of this stuff. IT has a big future, but volatile. It's also very, very volatile. Things can change at a heartbeat. Next thing you know, the job that you was doing today might be going tomorrow. New methodologies come and change, so you have to learn new things about how to execute the work. So it's a whole lot of stuff, like you said, Peter. It was a nightmare for me. I'm glad I'm through it. I'm glad I lived through it, and I learned from it, and I came out better on the other side. So appreciate the love, my friends. All right. So let's see. We got my girl Pollyanna just joined us. She said, just flew up the stairs after kicking company out the door. I made it. Hi, everyone. What's up, Pollyanna? Man, she had to kick the company out. Look, Pollyanna, you ain't got to do all that to join the live stream with us. You know, people like the interaction, the social interaction. We need some physical interaction as well. Okay. It's not all about this online community. Now, I love my online community. You know that very well, Pollyanna. But at the end of the day, you don't got to kick nobody out the crib to hang with us. All right. We going to be here for you. And if you are late, like you were today, you was 8 minutes late, girl. But if you're late, I'm still going to love you. I'm just going to give you a hard time because that's what I do. All right. William says, working day shift at work right now. Once school starts, it's back to night shift. Hey, that shift, man, I will tell you, like, when I was in the Air Force, I used to have, like, swings and mids. So I used to work, like, real early, real late, or right in the middle of the day. And it rotated. Like, the cool thing about it was I would work, like, 3 days, like maybe swings, which might be like midnight to 8 a.m. or something like that, right? And I would work that 3 days in a row. Then I would be off 3 days in a row. Then I might work mids 3 days in a row, which would be 8 to, I guess, 4, I think is what it was, 8 to 4. And then I'd be off 3 days in a row. Then I would work 4 to midnight. 3 days in a row. So it was crazy, but those 3 days off, I liked them a lot, you know. But changing like the days, the time that you work, kind of like hard sometimes. Like when you switch in from like swings to mids, that's a rough one, you know. But when you go from swings to swings and you get that whole long break in the middle, that's good. It's like almost getting 4 days off. But anyway, that's what you made me think of, William, when you said switching night shift and day shift and stuff like that. Peter says, anyway, back to PD. I learned about anchor points today. I don't remember them featuring in one of your tutorials yet. I did feature them. So let's see if I can pull this up. Let's see what we got here. So I got a video right here. 2 years old. Keyframe tutorial for anchor points. So this is an anchor point tutorial that I made. Anchor points, they're pretty cool. I mean, they help you like anchor things in place while you're moving other things around or whatever. So I like using them from time to time. I don't use them that often, but pretty cool. Like we also got Sharper Turtle. He has a few tutorials on anchor points. He has one here, anchor points to change camera focus, anchor points with graphics and titles. The way that I use them in this tutorial, it's more about the camera focus, changing the camera focus with the anchor points. So there's a lot of different ways you can go about using them. So let's go to a few tutorials here. There's one here with the PowerDirector channel 2. It's got about 2 years old on that one too. Most of these are 2 years old. One here is a year old. But yeah, anchor points, I like them. Don't really use them a lot, but when I do, they're very effective. MB has decided to join us. Better late than never, MB. 11 minutes past your deadline. But hey, as always, thank you for being part of my live stream, my friend. I appreciate the fact that you always tune in and get down with the community. MB in the house another Wednesday. I think it's about maybe 5 or 6 in a row that you on a streak, bruh. You on a streak. I like that. Peter says they are far more flexible that purely pan and zoom. Yes, like I said, camera focus, being able to lock in on something. It's a lot of great things you can do with them. I like them when I do use them. Just more work sometimes. Carpe Diem Fishing says, hey, going 2 a.m. here in the UK, so late for me. Wanted to ask, what's the best way to source the right music for a video? I spend more time searching for the right music for a video than actually editing. I will tell you right now, Carpe, I think everyone does. I don't think that there's really a good answer for that, man, because we're picky, first of all, as editors, very picky. It's just innate in us, I think, to be very picky, but we should be because we want the content that we create to be the best that it can be. I don't know if you've ever been to my YouTube channel, but I got memes out there, and a lot of the memes that I have out there are about how long it takes to find the right music. Like, I have one meme of a guy like dried up and dead because he was searching for music so long. Like, there's not really a way to source the right music for a video, right? You just have to get in there, grind it out, and find the right music that you want for your stuff. I mean, you can I've looked in categories. I've searched by tempo. I've searched by genre. It's all types of ways that you can search, but it's always there's so much music out there, right? And until you find something that you just like, oh, that's the one that fits perfectly, it's just going to take time, man. I don't think there is an answer. Now, I will tell you this. You might have a lot of people telling you, use Epidemic Sound, use this service, use that service, use whatever. Those are all opinions. At the end of the day, just because you use one service over another doesn't mean that you're going to automatically find the right music for your video. It just means that you have a different source with different music on it. And if you're still picky and you're still looking for stuff, it's still going to take forever and a day for you to find what you're looking for. So I don't think there's a way to source the right music for a video except to get in there, grind it out, find what you like, and move on. And you are not alone, Carpe. There I think all editors suffer from the same affliction. All right. So maybe it's just good for you to know you are not alone. Okay. I don't know if y'all look. If y'all want me to sing more songs, just if you don't want me to sing more songs, hit the thumbs up. I'm gonna get a whole bunch of thumbs up now. Okay. Let's see. All right. Beaten by a girl. What's up, Beaten? Says PowerDirector making it difficult when I edit Call of Duty clips. It only closes when it's Call of Duty. If I edit anything else, it's fine. So I guess you're saying that it's shutting down on you, and it's probably because of the codec or bitrate. It's something about the video files that you're using. So you may need to check your software that you are using to create the videos. Maybe it's a codec that you're using. Maybe it's a frame rate that you're using. Could be a whole bunch of different things. But the first thing that you need to investigate is, I guess the first question for you, Beaten, is you said that it only closes when it's Call of Duty. Are you using the same software to create other video games, other video game footage, and you're using the same settings? And are you able to edit those video game captures that you're doing? If it's all the same, then I don't know why it would just be shutting down if it's just Call of Duty. There's no reason for it to shut down if all the videos that you're doing are made using the same capture software at the same settings. They should all still be working. But if you're editing like videos created with something else, and then you're editing videos created with a capture card for Call of Duty, there may be something going on with your settings, your bit rate, your frame rate, the codec that you're using. Could be any of those things, because not all of those things are going to be compatible, or it may be that you need to use a converter like Handbrake to convert it to a different type of file. Who knows? All right, Chase says, how are you doing today? What's going on, Chase? Thank you for joining us again. You know, I was talking earlier. I'm doing pretty good, bruh. You know, maintaining, doing what I do. You know, I'm trying to build this other channel up that I'm creating. And, you know, it's a podcast channel. I got a few of my peeps in here. Follow me on that channel as well. You know, just trying to build that up, work in it. It's kind of like the grind, starting over again. You know, I think it only has like 60 something subscribers right now. I don't know how many videos I got, maybe 40 or 50 videos maybe right now, just starting off. So, you know, just trying to find that sweet spot, trying to go through my analytics and figure everything out. So that's what I'm doing right now. Peter says, my approach to that is to sit here for hours going through Epidemic Sound, downloading shed loads of music, which I then store on my NAS for future use. Yeah, I mean, like you said, sitting there for hours. And then he's downloading songs and putting them on his NAS for future use. But he could go to his NAS, look for all of those, and then he still has to look through all of those songs that are on his NAS. And for those of you who don't know, NAS stands for Network Attached Storage, and it's a way to have storage on your network that you can access for multiple machines on that network. But anyway, you still got to go through it and do the grind, right? He's grinding up front to get it onto his storage, but then he still might have to go to storage and find which one of those songs he wants to use. And if he can't find it on the storage, guess what? He's going to have to go back to Epidemic Sound and keep looking. So, like I said, I think that's an affliction that all video editors have. It takes forever to look for and find the right song for your video. The only solution that makes it quicker is not using any music at all. Zach's Wildlife said, sing The Eye of the Tiger. Next. I did. There you go. Okay, Zach. I hope you liked it. Now, if you don't want me singing any more songs, hit the thumb that's pointed in the upward direction. All right, let's see. Peter said, I would use a Cloner Alliance UHD Pro between your computer console or whatever your monitor. It will record video file that PD is happy with and doesn't add any processing overhead to your PC. Yeah, that's a great solution there. Any way that you can go ahead and, you know, if you could make sure that it is a PowerDirector friendly codec, that's your best bet. But if you haven't looked through what the system requirements are, the different inputs, different types of file formats that it likes, you need to look those things up. Those are the types of things that I always recommend people do before they get PowerDirector, like, or even before you buy a new camera, things like that. Like, there are a lot of different considerations you need to make sure so that things are compatible with one another so that you have the best editing experience. Like, if your capture card is creating a file codec that PowerDirector doesn't like, then you're like, dang, maybe I should have checked on that before I bought this capture card, or before I got this OBS software to use, or before I got PowerDirector, you know, whatever the case may be. Compatibility is key when it comes to creating different videos and using different source footage and things like that. So Beaton says, it's all the same. I edit it for like 5 minutes and then it'll close. So far, I've gotten halfway when I edit it, but I got to keep on saving to not lose my editing progress. Yeah, so that's strange. So like you said it's all the same. So let's say you do a game capture of Call of Duty, and then you do a game capture of Fortnite, right? What you're saying is Fortnite won't ever shut down. Even if you have all the same settings, everything's exactly the same, and then you go to edit that Fortnite footage, PowerDirector stays open the whole time. But if you do a game capture of Call of Duty and you use all the same settings that you use for Fortnite, when you capture that footage, you bring that footage for Call of Duty into PowerDirector, and PowerDirector keeps shutting down when you try to edit it. That, hard to say. I have no idea why that's happening. The only thing I could think of is, I mean, if you're using all the same settings, there's not really anything I could think of, to be truthful with you. Because if they're the same codec and you're using all the same settings and stuff, I don't know what the difference would be that's making you have a different experience just capturing a different video game. That doesn't make sense to me. I can't wrap my mind around it. If anybody else can, please comment. DD's Findan says, hi, been watching a lot of your videos and trying new things. Thanks for making all these instructional videos. You're welcome, DD. Thank you for embracing my videos and, you know, diving in to the abyss. That is me. Appreciate you. All right. Jeff Hudson says, how to edit 360 camera. So there's a 360. Let's see if we still have it. I don't even think. Let's see. What do we got here? Yep. So it depends. Just like with anything in life, my friend. So it really depends on what type of camera you have and the compatibility with PowerDirector. So if you have a 360 camera that does not stitch the footage for you, PowerDirector does not stitch footage. Okay? It will take stitched footage from a 360 camera, and it will take I can't remember the frame, equilateral or something like that. I'll remember it as soon as I pull it up here, of course, and look at it. But let's say I wanted to edit 360 video. Then I would go to edit, aspect ratio, and I could change it here to 360. Now, once I change it here, if I had any 360 footage, which I used to have, but, you know, my dad's kind of jacked up on me. If I remember correctly, it used to be some 360 footage that they put in here, but I guess they don't have it anymore. Nope. I don't see any 360 footage in here. Let me see. 20. Nope. Yeah. So basically, you can see here that it creates the equilateral focus on it. And if it's 360 footage, then you can go ahead and move it around to the position that you want. There's different settings on here. So for 360, you can enable 360 viewer mode, and then you can move it to like where you want it to be on the screen, where you want it to start, where you want it to stop, whether or not you want to be able to have the capability to let the person move the screen around to see different aspects of it. All those things are available here once you get into 360 editing mode. But I don't have any 360 footage to kind of show you exactly how to do it. But if you do go to YouTube and you looked up PowerDirector 360, then you will see a 360 video, how to edit 360 video right here. You can easily go to and learn how to get it done. It goes through all the different things that I just talked about. So you should be good if you do that. All right. Peter said, I hope this live isn't monetized with musical interludes like that. Hey, buddy. If you don't like it, you hit the thumb. The one that's pointed in the upward direction. That's all I can say to you, pal. All right. Oh, look who decided to join us. Catching with Key TV. He says, hello, everyone. Better late than never. Yes, it is, my friend. I'll admit to that. I'm just glad you showed up. Now hit that thumb. All right. Show everybody that you appreciate the content. All right. So Catching with Key TV, a normal every Wednesday watcher of the live stream, is here blessing us with his presence. Thank you for joining us, my man. All right. Peter said that sounds like a hardware acceleration issue to me. It could be. I mean, it could be something with the graphics card, definitely. But I don't understand why it does it just with Call of Duty. That don't even seem like something that's feasible to me if these other files are exactly the same. Right? It's just a different game on the video. That doesn't make sense. Carpy says, thanks. Knowing it's not just me and I'm not missing a trick helps. But big love to you and your channel. I wouldn't have documented my boy doing what he loves in such a watchable way without your help. You're welcome, Carpy. All right? I'm glad to let you know, too, it ain't just you. Because that's a lot. That's one of the things we're having a community, man. We kind of can talk to each other, get ideas from one another, get answers from one another, but also help each other feel like we're part of a greater thing. And when even when it's something like that's something that we're not liking, just knowing that we're not the only one in that boat kind of makes it feel a little bit better, man. So I'm always happy to help. If MB said if we're doing requests, I will survive. It took all the pain I had not to fall apart. Just thinking I could never live without something. I don't know the words, brother. I'm just making them up, MB. I'm just making them up as I go along. I will survive. PowerDirector, something. I don't know. I'm going to move on. Thumbs up if you didn't like that. All right. Steve said, only just made it. Yes, Steve, my friend, you halfway made it. All right. You made it halfway. We got a halftime left for you. All right. It's time for us to move into the second half of the fun and the frivolity. But you made it, my brother. Steve, as you all should know by now, is one of my head moderators in charge for Facebook Users Group. Thank him every day, all day. And my girl, Sue, who has not joined us today. Maybe she has something better to do, or, maybe she's just busy, or whatever the case may be. But I'm going to cut her all the slack in the world, because her and Steve are all over that Facebook group helping me out with that. So appreciate you. And if I have not given love to my man, Peter, my head moderator in charge in my YouTube live streams, I want to give him some love as well. He's always there being up early as hell, just dropping in and doing this thing on these live streams. So thank you, Peter, Steve, and Sue. All right. Bill's in the building. What's up, Bill? Bill says, I have enjoyed your videos for a long time. Thank you. I get frustrated with older versions and look for newer versions. I know they apply, just different places. Yeah. So that's one of the things that I guess I was trying to do a little bit more of, is update some of the older versions of some videos with newer versions, and then trying to determine which ones to do and which ones not to do. Now that I'm not really doing any new tutorials, I'm just doing live streams now. That's not something that I'm going to do. But when I was seeing that one of the things that YouTube does is, of course, if the algorithm is looking to push content out there, right? And YouTube, of course, wants you to watch things that you're more likely to watch. And so when the older content has 100-some thousand, 200,000, 300,000 views because it's older, it's hard to make a new video about the same content, even if it's showing you a different location of the buttons, right? Because YouTube is going to stack them two videos up against one another and say, this new one that has maybe 2,000 views versus this other one that has 400,000 views about the same topic. Even if the title is different, the title might be better, the thumbnail might be better, whatever. One of those aspects is that YouTube is going to do, because YouTube's trying to make money, it is going to look at the number of views as well, and it's going to push that content out there, especially when they're like very similar types of videos. So that's one of the problems that I saw from doing that, is that, hey, even though I'm trying to make new content for newer versions, for, like, let's say green screen, for green screens, then guess what? I'm competing with myself, with my own older version of the video versus a new one. So I did that for a while, but then what I did was I said, well, I can eliminate myself as that competition. So for the older version of the video that I made the older version private and kept the new version as public. But then what that does is it puts other people ahead of me with more views on their video for that same topic. Right? So now I'm not fighting myself anymore, but I'm fighting everybody else who has older videos with more views than my new one over that same topic, just because the button locations are different. So it was a struggle. It's a balancing act, man. YouTube is a balancing act. You have to take a lot of different things into consideration. And I'm just giving you like a broad brush over like views, right? Because views is not the only thing. Like I said, you got your thumbnail, you got your title, you got your demographic audience. There's all types of different things that you're using to try to get those views. I'm hitting it with a broad brush. Just looking at views is one thing, but it does come into play. Peter said, this is Cyberlink's new approach to 360 editing. It's primarily for action cameras, but Cyberlink class 360 as action cameras now. So there you go. So when you look at 360 and you go to that the aspect ratio and you look there, it's really those cameras that have stitching already. GoPro, I think there's a 360 Go or something like that. I can't remember the name of it. But those cameras that are already stitched. More like action cameras, like he said. Kentucky Ranger, what's up? Always here. He's sorry he's late. I ain't giving you no excuses this time, Kentucky Ranger. But I love the fact that you joined us. Even if you're halfway late, okay? You missed half the show, but hey, I know you're going to contribute in a big way. Hit that thumb, all right? Chris says, I think you missed a question that I asked. So what the heck, Chris? I don't see no question from you on here. What's up, Chris? Let me see. I still don't see a question from you, Chris. I'm looking through all my comments, man. I do not see a question from you, my friend. So maybe it never registered. I don't know. Pollyanna said tonight everyone's coming late. Now I feel like I was early. You were early, girl. That's all good. See, you didn't have to kick anybody out the house. Everybody else is gonna be late anyway. I don't know what's going on. Is it like a World Cup match or something that I'm missing out on? Because the ladies from the United States are disappointing me. All right, they trying, and they haven't, they haven't messed up yet. But they didn't come close like a few times already. Kentucky Reggie said, I really hope the next update they fix whatever's going on with PD. Mine keeps crashing like crazy. Yeah. I think like mine, they just updated it recently, like I think yesterday or something like that. So if you haven't checked the application manager, check it out. They just updated it again. And mine was acting stupid too. So whenever I create a video, like if I go, and might be just something that it doesn't like because I'm doing it and it doesn't want me to. But anyway, I'm going to do what I want to do. So when I'm creating my videos, I create them, 16 by 9. I'm doing 4K video. I'm editing and doing my thing. But then I want to create a short, right? And a short is 9 by 16. So I changed my aspect ratio to 9 by 16. I already have timeline markers like for where I want the short to be, no more than 60 seconds. And so I go to that section where I have the short that I'm going to make, and I go into the PIP designer to make it fill out the screen, right? Well, when I do that and I produce it, I have no audio. If I change it back to 16 by 9, I have audio again. So trying to have to find ways around that, and it's crazy. But yeah, it was messing up on me too. Could be. Kentucky Ranger says, I think it has something to do with the NVIDIA GPU update, and it could be that. I remember a few years back, and I don't know if anybody else can recall this, when NVIDIA updated something, and it just jacked up PowerDirector like a mofo, and it was just out of control. So after a while, I guess PowerDirector CyberLink figured it out, and they got it all taken care of. But I remember that happened a few years back, man, and it made like PowerDirector suck for like a month or two. Peter says, I'm not crashing my PowerDirector. I'm usually editing 422 10-bit 4K footage and on a new massive editing suite with 6 displays. Yeah, well, you're lucky, pal. It's crazy out there, man. Peter also says Action Director 3 is for action cameras at 360 now. So yeah, you can definitely get Action Director for that. Probably give you more features and much more flexibility than they have in PowerDirector right now. Pollyanna said it's quality, not quantity. High number of views videos may not be as good in instruction as a PDU low view video. This is true. Very, very, very true. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Bill says solid input. Thanks. Much respect. You're welcome, sir. Kentucky Ranger says, I've had audio issues as well making shorts. Yes. I don't know, man. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just hoping that, like you said, this last update fixes it. Got my fingers crossed. Hoping for the best. Jay Gamer 653 says, hi, bro. What's up, Jay? How you doing, my man? hope you enjoyed the live stream. Thanks for joining us. This is a community of PowerDirector users from all across the globe here getting down with your boy. So join in on the fun. Ask some questions. Ask me to sing another song. I don't know. MB says, yeah, mine was crashing like crazy after NVIDIA update. Seems fine now, though. Well, that's good. Jay says, yo, bro, if you don't mind, how old are you? I don't mind at all. I'm 51 years old and still going strong, baby. Hey, I still got the moves, boy. Don't even matter that I'm 51. 51 having fun. Okay? Peter, take care of this Jay guy. No, I'm just playing. Jay's cool with me. I don't know what that avatar is you got there. It looks like Snuffleupagus and Big Bird mixed together. But hey, thanks for asking. Somebody cares. I hope you will. Look, if you want to know my birthday, I will just tell you it's near the end of the year. And if you want to give me a present, feel free to go ahead and do that for when I turn 52. Uh-oh. He says, well, I've just updated my PD in Application Manager, which way is Mecca? Okay. You know which way Mecca is. Oh, my God. Sashid Haran says, hi, bro. What's up? Sashid Haran. How are you doing, sir? Kentucky Ranger says some of the clips, the audio drops. Only random clips. My workaround has been to take the rendered short, place it in a new timeline, then trim the clip and the audio to fill in the missing audio. That's funny. Like, what I do is I'm actually taking, like, can't even think right now. The range that I'm selecting, I copy the range, I paste it into a different section of the timeline all the way at the end, and then it lets me render it with the audio. Don't know why, but it works that way. So, like I said, pick a range for my short, copy it, right-click, copy the whole range, go to the end of the timeline, paste it there, then I export the range from there. Audio works fine. It's just dumb. I have no idea why. It's dumb. All right. Jay said, OMG, you look like you're in your 30s. Hey, they say black don't crack, but blacks have cracks. So I got cracks all over me as far as I'm concerned. It doesn't matter. I mean, I try to look very beautiful, and I appreciate the comment that I look so young, but I don't feel young. So, Kentucky Ranger says, I turned 60 in June, LOL. Hey, happy birthday, my friend. I'm only 2 months late, but hey, happy birthday, Kentucky Ranger. I can't wait till I'm 60 because that means I'm closer to retirement. Look, all I want to do is make videos. That's all I want to do. I don't want to work no 9-to-5 job Monday through Friday. I just want to make videos. I just want to create. I want to have fun. I want to have a job like Peter. Just make videos all day and do nothing else. Okay? That's what I want to do. Get in there. I don't want to make podcasts and make videos and eat tortillas. Like, that's it. I don't want to do nothing else. But I still got, I don't know. I just don't see myself retiring before like I'm 65 for some strange reason. Maybe I will, but I don't know why. I just like, 65 is the target date. Maybe it's because I know that's a date I could just get all my money without any damn craziness. I don't know. I have no idea. But hey, if my job will have me for the next 14 years, I'm out. Sashid Haran says, can you give me detailed video on PowerDirector tutorial for beginners? Yeah, pretty much. This one right here. PowerDirector tutorial, beginner's guide to editing. Right here. All you gotta do is look it up. PowerDirector tutorial, beginner's guide to editing. You look that up, it'll be on my channel, and it will help you edit your videos. I also have a workflow video that takes you from end to end and shows you how to use different tools. PowerDirector, Color Director, Audio Director, shows you all kind of different stuff. But this is another one, the PowerDirector editing workflow for beginners. You can check this one out. This one might help you too. Shows you how to set up your preferences in the editor. Shows you how to edit. It shows you, it takes you from end to end. So this might be another good one for you. So 2 examples. Hope those help you, my friend. Kentucky Ranger says, MB, hopefully the next NVIDIA update will take care of it for me. I reinstalled the drivers as well as PD360 and things seem to be working better. That's good news. Oh my God, look who came in. Look who came in to the Terror Dome. Xyloon. What up, PD? What up, Xyloon? Look, I ain't seen you in 47 years. Where the hell you been, brother? I ain't seen you since I was 42, okay? It's lovely to see you. Thanks for joining the live stream, hanging out with the PowerDirector users community, okay? Okay. Let's see if we can get this right. Star Chabio as oneer, Ranger oneer something. I don't know. Comment to Voss. Okay. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what's going on there. I'm gonna let him breathe. I'm gonna let him breathe. Just okay, get it out. Whatever you got to say, get it out. Just let it flow. Let it flow, and then maybe I can help you. Let it flow. Xyloon says, I'm still here, bro. Of course, I know you here. I see you. I see you. Okay? I just was wondering because, you know, you ain't been around for a hot minute. But I'm glad you still here. I love you, boy. I love you. All right. Yes. Take a breath. Woosa. Woosa. Woo. You see how I take it from the diaphragm? Woosa. You just got to take it from there. If you ain't going to take it from there, then find a way to get the words out. That's all I'm asking. See, can't even breathe heavy like that. See, that's what happens when you turn 51. You can't breathe heavily anymore. Any heavy breathing is a strain on the lungs. All right. Let's see. All right. All right. Man. Everything's going so beautifully today. All right. So we got about 12 minutes. So, you know, I guess I can go on a little rant real quick for y'all in the building. So, few things I would like to see with PowerDirector. Personally, I'm going to go all in on the codec game real quick. I would like to see like 12-bit in 422, 12-bit 4K. I'm looking for that. I want that high quality. I'm ready for 6K. I mean, I don't have a 6K camera yet, but I'm really like ready to see what the possibilities are. You know, maybe that would make me want to step my game up to some 6K. I don't know. I would like that. I I would definitely like to have footage that we can have transparent, that we can create footage with transparent background. But I know right now with Windows PCs not having certain codecs and things like that could be difficult. Doesn't seem like Cyberlink wants to pay for the codec to be able to export or produce transparent background videos, but I would like to see that as well. Another thing that I would like to see with PowerDirector would be the capability to do rotoscoping, background removal. Some of the features that they've added to like the iPad and the mobile iPhone version of PowerDirector, bring some of those things into the PC version. Been waiting for months for that, still hasn't happened. So, while I'm ranting and just talking to you guys, these are some of the things I'd like to see. Let me know some of the things that you would like to see in the comments. All right. All right. Oh my God. MB says at KR, Kentucky Ranger. Good luck, PD. Good luck. PD has been acting up a bit lately. Yes, it has. Xylum says my PD runs smoothly with the new NVIDIA RTX GPU. Peter says it will be interesting to see where Cyberlink goes with these camera and quality updates. Even the action cameras are 10-bit now. The DJI Osmo Action 4 was just released and has 10-bit 4K. Yeah. I mean, they're going to have to keep up because the cameras are going to keep getting better and better and better as far as quality. If they're going with like 10-bit, 12-bit, like, and different types of codecs that 422, 424, like, it's going crazy. So they're going to have to step their game up in order to keep up with the quality because people are going to want higher quality cameras. And to my point earlier, people are going to be upset when they buy a higher quality camera and then they're like, I can't even use my highest quality setting, resolution or sampling or color sampling, that is, or resolution, and I can't use those things. Then I can't get the most out of my camera when I'm editing with PowerDirector. And some people aren't going to look that stuff up. They're just going to assume that, hey, I'm buying a camera and it's going to work with PowerDirector. And a lot of people do that, unfortunately for them, right? They don't think that they should have to look that stuff up, but you should. And because people are going to be buying these higher quality cameras and things like that, Cyberlink needs to make sure that PowerDirector keeps up with those that technology, right? Xylem says, I agree with you about transparency capabilities. Yes, I'm all over that. I would love to see that. And then I got Steve. Steve says, yep, codecs need upgrading for sure, especially in regards to .mov files. Yes, way behind on MOV files, like not giving it any love at all. All right, Star says, listen, we listen to your show a lot and we really encourage you, are really followed in Africa. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that, man. And Africa, of course, gets mad love from me. I got people from Argentina. I got people from Australia, the United Kingdom, Africa. I love the fact that I'm able to touch people across the globe and help them out with creating and being creative in their own way. So appreciate the love. MB says definitely background removal needs updating. I use ML Runway, best background removal I've used. Everybody check that out. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. MB recommends it. Get up on it. Laloom says, keeps TVHD. I have RTX 3060. Let him know which graphics card he's using. Peter says, I generally shoot in S-Log 3 now. PowerDirector is pretty good at grading it. I also only use genuine Sony LUTs now. The likes of Phantom LUTs just don't do it for me. Yeah. You know, the thing about it is this, like, there's so many like different ways to grade footage. Like if you're like a purist and you love to color grade, get in there, do your white balance, exposure, your color curves, all that stuff. It's a beautiful thing. You can do all of that with PowerDirector, and definitely be able to get any type of log footage white balanced and where you need it, so that you can go in there and grade it and add that artistic flow to it without even using any LUTs. LUTs do help if you want to create a certain look off of that, like S-Log, and you got a LUT that you can drop right on there and, you know, get it right to where you want it to be, then that's great. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm not a big fan of using too many different types of LUTs. I really stick with the type, like ones that I like, buttery LUTs. I like those. Pretty good. Tom Mason says, my man Malik, over 130,000 subscribers, been with you a long time. Hey, Tom, appreciate you dropping through. Glad that you've been watching me go through my progression and learning and, you know, going through the whole rigmarole with PowerDirector alongside me, my friend. So, with 3 minutes left to spare, I think I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here a little early for my wifey. Give her 3 minutes more of my love time. Maybe I'll even sing to her. You know, maybe she'll give me a thumbs up, you know, if she doesn't like my singing. But at the end of the day, I just want to thank all of you guys for joining me this evening, being part of the live stream. It's always a pleasure talking to all of you and, you know, being in the community and having fun with you guys every single time that I'm in a live stream. If you have not hit that thumb, the one that's pointed in the upward direction, clack the thumb. All right, make sure you do it so that YouTube knows these live streams are fun, engaging, and that more people who like PowerDirector should get notifications whenever I go live. So hit that thumb, people. All right, let's grow this community and get more people in these live streams. And last but not least, if you have the capability to do so, and if you're not already a channel member, please feel free to hit me up with a super chat or a super sticker if it helps support the